years.
I can't even believe it's 2024, but I am so excited.
I know. Like, remember when we were younger and when we'd say like the 2020s or whatever, 2030s sounded so far away?
I know.
We're living in them.
Yeah, that's insane. It's crazy because I graduate with my undergrad in 2025, and I'm like, that's a year from like now, like that's, I don't know, I'm so excited.
I know.
But it's crazy. But
And, yeah. Oh, so wild.
wow. How was your New Year's Eve?
Good. I know, we always call it New Year's, but like it's very much the eve.
Yeah.
It was really good. I spent it with my in-laws. They're just such like a close family, and they love to just do everything together, and like they all genuinely want to be there, and they're just so tight knit, which I feel like they were always so welcoming, but I think it was just on me to feel like I could 100% be part of the family. Took a while.
Yeah.
Like the whole, I could never open the fridge on my own and like make myself a sandwich for so long. Like, you know the vibe. Like,
well, and you don't want to like overstep either, because there's like that fine line between like being too comfortable. But I think like most families would rather you like be comfortable. But then again, like you see like those girlfriends and it's like, what are you doing? Like girlfriends, boyfriends, like whoever. So I don't know. That's hard.
Yeah. And I'm finally to the point where I'm so comfortable. Like I am 100% myself. And now I'm almost like, am I too comfortable?
Cross the line.
I don't know. I'm like, are they ready for comfortable Lydia? Because I don't know if they are. No. But you're right. I think like people are always like, make yourself at home, make yourself comfortable. And I 100% people genuinely mean that. But it's just hard to do it for a while. But anyways, all that to say, they have like a restaurant in their community that they live in, and the restaurant was having pizza and like complimentary champagne at midnight. So we decided to just go check it out and ordered some pizzas and just had fun.
What'd you wear?
I wore leather pants,
cute,
a leather blazer,
cute,
and like a tight long sleeve black bodysuit.
Okay.
It was like a whole black fit.
Love.
I've been wearing lots of black lately, and I try not to, but I love it, and it's so easy to make a whole outfit out of it. But yeah, I felt like usually I don't dress up for New Year's, but we looked at each other and we were like, let's dress up this year. Like we didn't have to; it wasn't like that fancy, but it did feel fun to just like put on a cute little New Year's outfit. It was really fun. It was like chill still, but not. We still had at least something a little out of the ordinary.
Like you had a reason to like go get dressed up. Like I don't know, that's fun. I saw this one girl and she's like, in 2024, like I'm gonna just like prioritize making like normal moments to where like you could have just like worn jeans and like a nice top. Like you decided to go like the extra mile and like prioritize just like making the small like mundane moments maybe a little bit more special, and like overall that just like makes your life a little bit more fun, which I really liked.
Yes, this is a random side question, but it just popped into my mind because I asked myself this the other day. Do you think you can ever be overdressed?
I don't know. I feel like I'm always overdressed.
It's her overdressing.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I guess, like, if you're like, well, you wear like a ball gown to like church or something, probably that would be considered overdressed. But I always like to err on the side of like more dressed up rather than like more dressed down, because it shows that you put like a little bit of extra effort in, maybe.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. The only, or like a very significant time that popped into my head was your bridal shower that you had. It was like, I showed up and like, I would consider myself like probably more dressed up than like most people there, but it was literally a pink dress and like nude heels. Like it wasn't, to me it wasn't anything crazy, but like no one else, and like most people there were like older women, like middle-aged women. So I felt like overdressed there.
But do you know what's funny about that is I remember thinking, and when I think back to my bridal shower, like I remember you looking so cute and just thinking you like radiated confidence and cuteness when you walked in.
Wow.
Which I think goes hand in hand with being slightly overdressed.
Aww.
Like,
okay,
people
I agree.
remember that.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I remember thinking, like, you looked so adorable that day. And I, like, have wished I had put, like, a little more effort into my outfits.
Well, and, like, I genuinely, I was just like, I don't know what anyone else is wearing. And I think I was, like, getting off work that day, or, like, all I remember is that, like, I was in a rush, but I was like, look a little bit more cute than, like, not. But, no. I feel like when it's in a situation that, like, you're going or, like, an event or something, I feel like most of my friends know that, like, I'll probably be a little bit overdressed compared to them. Not right now.
We're podcasting.
Right.
This is, you know.
Lounge.
You can be overdressed for a pod. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Should we do this in gallons one day?
We've never, like, I think I've worn, like, real clothes one time on here.
Yeah. I wore jeans last episode, and I remember being like, I feel so uncomfortable.
Oh, you look cute.
Well,
that was my robe.
And then, yeah. The robe had its moment. The robe.
Anyway,
it was just the fact that we were on two completely different.
No.
Anyways, we'll have to do a pajama episode.
Yeah.
But your New Year's.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Okay. This was my most favorite New Year's I've ever had in my entire life. I decided the morning of, so it's the first today, so yesterday morning, I was like, you know what? I don't want to go out. I don't want to be around people, which is like not like me at all. Like I am always like, be around people. But I was like, this New Year's, like, I don't want to. I don't want to be around anyone. I just want to sit in my apartment, journal, watch a movie, fold my laundry. Like, that's all I want to do. And so I canceled my plans. And it was like, me, like, canceling wasn't like canceling everyone's plans. Like I was just like going to hang out. Like it wasn't like people were like relying on me. If they were, like I wouldn't have canceled at all. But these people, like, it was just like, come like hang out, like it's New Year's. It wasn't anything crazy. And so like I felt fine canceling. But yeah, that's literally what I did.
I love that.
It was so nice. I was in bed before midnight. It was fabulous. Yeah, but it was just really sweet and like kind of just set the standard for what I want like the New Year to look like. Just like me deciding what's best for me and just like doing that. So it might look different every single day. Some days I might be out until 3 a.m. on a Tuesday hanging out with my friends, and other days I might be in bed by 7 o'clock. You know, and that's really just the energy that I want to bring into 2024. And so I was like, I'm going to start out with this type of energy. So yeah, I don't know. It was really nice.
That's so fun. Yeah. No, is it just me or does New Year's Eve have like the highest of expectations?
For no reason.
For no reason. And like no one ever, I've personally never been to like a big New Year's party where you wear like a sparkly dress and there's like multiple people mingling.
Next year.
Pink standard New Year's Eve.
Oh, that'd actually be so fun. We could like host a party.
Okay.
We have a lot of ideas.
We do.
Pretty
much anything, we just put the pink standard on it and it's an idea.
Brandon.
Yeah, it's just annoying. Like, I remember there were nights that I would be so sad when I, like, had nothing special to do because for some reason I felt like I had to have some crazy fun way to bring in the new year. But I love what you said about just, like, if this is your intention for the year, why not start it going into the year on the first night of it?
No, it was perfect. And another thing I want to say is that I had plans to cancel. I would have been just so sad and so disappointed if I had no plans. And so, like, I'm not always, like, super happy to be alone, but, like, it was intentional, and I think that that's why, like, I was so, like, happy with my decision.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Also, your hair is totally behind your neck right now, and you look like you have short hair right now, and it's so cute.
Really? Yeah. Don't tell me that. Do not tell me that.
No, I can see it. Like, it's so cute. It would be, like, slightly above the shoulders.
I'm, like, freezing looking.
I know.
Oh, gosh.
It's cute. Trust me. But, yeah. Love. New Year's, plan the party because odds are, like, your friends want to go to something.
Yeah.
And have something to do. I
love being the party planner and, like, giving people something to come to. Yeah. And that's kind of, I mean, that's what, like, I'm doing with my birthday. like planning it, doing it, and everyone always wants to do something, and everyone always wants to be invited. So like to be able to be the person that like is the one inviting is such an empowering feeling.
But it's also so vulnerable and hard.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Because if I have a thought, I want to host something, my immediate next thought is, what if no one comes?
Yeah.
And that sounds so like middle school, but I just feel like that's an insecurity it's just human.
Yes.
And I think it's so much harder to be the host than just like the person coming.
Well, yeah, because then you get to decide like, but if you're the host, like you can't cancel. Even if 2 people show up, like you got to be there.
Yeah.
You got to be hosting. But if you are the invitee, I don't know if I said that right, but like you can choose to cancel and not go.
Yeah.
But like the host, you gotta stick it
you
out.
Lay it all out there,
even if it sucks.
Yep.
But
that's fun. I'm really excited for your birthday.
I think it's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
It's coming up.
I know.
We're gonna have to do a whole podcast recap.
Oh,
right. That's the episode.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be. I hope it's fun. It will be.
It will be.
Yeah, you'll be there.
So. You'll be there. I'll be there. It'll be fun.
It'll be a blast. Can't wait. No, but okay. So today, you might be better at explaining this than I am because I'm dyslexic. So if you want to take over, she's gonna explain herself.
Okay. So this is something that I've been having a lot of internal thoughts about, and I think it's probably a broader idea. People just don't really know how to talk about it because it's kind of 2 conflicting ideas. So social media is very much a reality of our world, and I've been hearing like this narrative being pushed out probably in the last couple years, kind of this movement calling for more vulnerability on social media, whether like it be with body issues you struggle with, maybe like mental health, like struggling with mental health, or you just went through like a loss in your life or something really hard. I think being vulnerable it's very hard to do on social media because everyone wants to put their best self out there. But then I started to question, like, is it really so wrong to want to only air out the best? And is it maybe more of like a responsibility on ourselves to know that what we're looking at it's not always reality, and it's very much curated. And so I think it's like that conversation of how much do you take ownership for how you view social media versus how much are you responsible for what you're putting out? And I kind of just wanted to break that down and like talk about kind of the arguments for both sides and what we personally do and how we like manage that.
Yeah. So for me, because I like to be as vulnerable as possible on social media, but there's also like that balance I have to find between like, am I too in it right now to like share about it? And I think there are some times where it's like, yes, like you are too emotionally involved in everything that's going on to be able to share certain parts of your life. So like take a step back. But then I always feel like I'm being like fake in a sense. But then yeah, like you brought up, you're like, well, is it the viewer's responsibility to just like know that what they are viewing are like the highlight reels of our lives? And I don't know, I think you could make a good argument for either. And you know, yeah, but I don't know, it's hard because when I see like posts on social media, like I know that they are the highlight reels, but at the same time, like I still find myself like comparing my life to everyone else's. So it's like, do I really know that? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like you have to be constantly reminding yourself, because if you don't, you're gonna get sucked back into that comparison.
Yeah.
I think for me, social media is such like a creative outlet, and it's so fun for me. It sounds very silly, but like to curate, say my Instagram feeds for like complementary colors to be the theme, or to have like aesthetics are very much a part of social media for me. Like I can't separate it.
Yeah.
And so I have a harder time not posting the cutest photo out of this like section of photos I took that day. And even though my day may have looked like maybe Jake and I had an argument and like things just weren't as beautiful as they appear, and like we were arguing all the way up until the moment we took the photo, and then continued arguing. It was like,
love those days.
And you post the photo and like it's cute and beautiful and people comment, and yeah, it's just like I have a harder time being vulnerable on social media because I don't want to like first of all, I don't think I owe it to anyone.
I don't think so either.
To like show my vulnerabilities, but I always look at someone who's vulnerable and think, wow, like I'm so glad they were vulnerable.
Yeah.
So I'm like, is that selfish of me to be just like the reciprocator of someone else's vulnerability, but like not wanting to put that out there myself? And I don't know, but we were kind of talking a little bit about this earlier, and a podcaster and like influencer I really like, Lauren Bosick, she mentioned she has a little girl, Zaza, and she's so cute. And she was like, I am gonna grow up telling my daughter that social media is like a movie set, and there are so many factors pushing out the production. Even if it's just one person behind their phone, like there's still factors that play into that. And I was like, that's so good. And like, that's such a good way to break it down for kids too, because we're gonna have to navigate that eventually in our own lives, which I think is gonna be really hard as a parent. I think social media will be a very hard area to parent in. But yeah, that's something I've just been trying to work on, is like knowing what goes behind a post and like what goes behind a photo, but also like knowing the time and space and way to be vulnerable, because I do think that's what we're all yearning for at the same time, is like vulnerability and connecting over things that are hard. So I don't know, it's just hard, and like maybe we just talked in circles because I still feel like I haven't figured it out yet.
Well, and I think that that's kind of part of it. Like, there's really not a right answer. I think that you just have to do what's best for you. But because I feel like our generation, maybe more so mine, I mean, I'm literally, 2 years younger than you.
Yeah.
But I feel like I just like grew up knowing that it was like a false reality. Like, online is not real. Like, it is not just the highlight reels. Whereas I feel like my mom's like age group, because like social media like came later in her life, like she didn't grow up with it, and so like now all of a sudden she's comparing everything. I mean, I don't think my mom does necessarily, but like people in her age group, because I feel like they're the ones that talk about it most, how they're just like, oh, like comparison, blah 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 blah. But I feel like we just kind of like know that,
yeah,
and are still okay to like consume it. But I don't know. I think as creators, you just have to put out whatever you want. And yeah, because then it's hard too, because if you're too vulnerable, then people just like call you like attention seeking, and then are just sort of mean. So it's like,
you can't win.
You literally cannot win. And so I don't know. I think you just have to do what works best for you and go from there.
Trust your gut, and like if you feel moved to post something, post it. And if you don't, like don't. And I think it's easier to err on the side of being comfortable, like playing it safe, I think.
Yeah.
Because really, like, you can't take it back. You know, like things can be deleted, but things can't be unseen from people's minds. So it's just like, I don't know, it's such a hard thing to navigate. And I do agree with what you said. I think like, even though we're only a couple years apart, I might be like right on the cusp of that.
Yeah.
Social media is fake. I feel like that's being even preached by a lot of influencers now, which I think is huge. But I do think like even just a couple years older than me still like really struggle with living in that very artificially like curated world, and like not being able to really navigate and separate. So yeah, I don't know, but we're just gonna keep figuring it out. And I think the dialogue is important, like even just to have these conversations, saying like we don't have it figured out, but acknowledging it for what it is. I think it's huge. So yeah, that's something we just kind of wanted to talk about on here, and we hope, you know, if like we find some relatability with you guys, and maybe you're struggling with the same thing, so like we're not alone. And social media is fun, and it's I mean, I'm so grateful to grow up in an age where we have like digital footprints and like other ways to remember people by. But at the same time, it's so scary and hard.
It is. I say a lot though, I'm like, I love social media, and sometimes like people like get off put by that, and it's normally like the older people, but I'm like, no, just like the possibilities with it. And like social media is a tool. If you use it correctly, like it is such a beneficial and useful tool. You have to know how to use it. And so literally like the possibilities are endless with social media, and it is scary. because it is so powerful, but at the same time, like, it's a really cool thing. And
Totally.
yeah, I love social media.
I think I do too. I mean, I definitely have my moments with it where I'm like, I want to. But people are always like, I think I'd be so much happier without social media. But I think the sign of a healthy relationship with social media is acknowledging, like, I can still have this be in my life and have a tool that works also for me. And, like, not, I don't know. There's just I hear a lot of talk about people wanting to, like, completely get rid of it. And I don't really feel that towards social media.
I don't either. And I don't think it's wrong if you do, but I feel like I have a very, like, healthy relationship. Like, I'm honestly to the point where I use social media so much just for, like, I mean, I'm not making any money from it yet. I'm at the point where it's almost like a job for me. And so, like, putting it down is just as exciting as, like, picking it up.
Totally.
Because I do enjoy it so much. And so it doesn't, like, I mean, it's not a job. It's not paying me at all. But, like, I don't know. I feel like I have a really good balance right now with social media. And I hope that I can keep that going.
What do you think helped you get there?
I think, honestly, the more I treated it, the more I literally treat it like a job. Like, I always joke, I'm like, yeah, I'm, like, working on my phone right now. Like, I mean, and it's just me making TikToks. But the more I treat it like a job, the more I just don't want to, like, aimlessly scroll on it.
Yeah.
And stuff. And so I think that was honestly the mindset switch for me, is just, like, treating Instagram, TikTok. Those are really, like, my two biggest. But, like, treating those two, like, as a job. So, like, I'm clocking in, clocking out.
Love.
Yeah.
And that's probably more to someone who, I guess, like, likes creating content.
Right.
You know, because not everyone's there. And I think those are probably the people that are the reciprocators of the content and just, like, scroll and never put anything out themselves.
Yeah.
For me, mine's came really college, like, a little bit post-college. I feel like I'm in a place where I think my brain is wired to click on the app a little more often than I want to.
Yeah.
To consume it, but I'm also very much like, I used to be when I post something, I would, like, immediately get back on and check, like, the likes and who was commenting, and I had to, like, continue picking it up. But, like, I'm okay to, like, post, set it down, live my life. If I happen to pick it up later, which I will, you know, like, it's only a matter of time, and I'll pick it up, check. Like, I'm a lot more hands off with it now, and don't overthink everything as much, which I think has been healthy for me. And, like, yeah, it's just, I love what you said though about making it like a job, because if not, like, you will get carried away.
Yeah.
And I do not think it's healthy.
No.
To consume that much media and opinions.
Even as simple as, like, to be looking at your phone, like, for that long amount of time, like, it's just not healthy.
There's no way
at all.
So curious and kind of scared about the long-term effects it's gonna have on humanity, because we are, like, the first generation that really went through adolescence with it, you know?
I know. It's a crazy thought, but anyway, we hope you guys are watching this, because that would be awesome. Consume only the Pink Standard Pod. That's the only, it's all you need. But
your daily dose of social media for the day.
Yeah.
Our podcast, social media?
I think so.
You think so?
No. Okay, when it's on YouTube, yes. When it's on Spotify, no.
Correct. When it's on Spotify, it's media, minus the social.
What makes it social? You can interact with it?
I think so.
You can interact with Spotify because you can comment and...
You can give us a 5-star review. Side eye.
5-star only.
5 stars.
You know who you are. We know who you are. We'll leave it at that. I wish we could see.
Maybe you change that. Yeah, I don't know.
What makes something social media?
I think it's when there's multiple channels and methods of posting and interacting on a single platform. Because Spotify, it's really only putting out media and music, but there's not, like, I don't know. Is Spotify social media? Am I just trying to make a case for, like, something that's not actually there?
I have no idea. I've never thought of that.
Because I would consider podcast and music media. Like,
news, media,
information, one-sided, like, there's not a ton of interaction.
We don't know. But if you know, let us know, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious. We'll have to, like, I don't know.
We'll Google it later.
Yeah.
That's funny though.
I don't even know where we were.
No. we'll end that topic on media. But a listener question, we had someone write in, and this is like totally, this is separate. So these are two separate topics. But they were asking, does age difference, I guess like initially when dating, but then when getting married, matter? I'm going to say if you're in high school, yes. If you're out of high school, not really.
Fair game.
But does it matter? Let's go, does it matter to you? Because like that's like, yeah, we'll go to each of us individually.
Okay, when I was younger, for some reason, it felt like a bigger deal to me. But I think the older I get, the less I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think once you reach a certain point in adulthood, and I know like 18 is obviously the legal age.
You're all about legality.
Exactly. But I think, wasn't until I was maybe like 22, 23, where I was really like, okay, I can see how it doesn't matter.
Okay, this is hard for you because you're married, but let's say you weren't married. Would you ever be with someone younger than you? 2-year minimum.
I think I could be.
Okay.
Not at 23, but I think down the road at 30, say I was with a 24-year-old, I think I could do that.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's almost like the older you get, the more it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But a 23-year-old compared to a 21-year-old, like that is a big difference because I think so much change happens in your 20s. Like each year of your 20s, I feel like it's just so drastic.
Yes.
And 21 compared to 23 is so different. At least to me.
I think so, but I also think you can kind of meet people on their different paths.
Yeah.
And like your ages can work.
True. So let's say it's a 21-year-old that didn't go to college and just like started working straight out of like high school. And you're 23, like graduated, like
I could do that.
See, I think that like just shows like you kind of have to like grow up faster. Whereas like a 21-year-old, I mean, that's like junior year of college.
Yeah.
Maybe senior year, depending on like when your birthday is. And like that would be a huge difference.
Yeah. So what about you? What do you think?
I don't know. Because, okay, so I'm about to turn 21. So dating someone 2 years younger than me would be 19. Which seems like a little baby to me.
A little teen.
He's a little tiny baby, which I don't love.
Which there are 19-year-olds that look like they're 25.
Right.
And have full facial hair and are massive. And are mature. And
right.
Emotionally stable.
Like that one guy was 19.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So like that would have been fine. We would have made an exception for that.
Yeah. Okay, what about guys that are in like their late 20s?
What?
Right. We'll just leave it at that. But guys that are in their late 20s and they think like a 21-year-old, 20-year-old girl is too, like they're worried about the age difference. They're worried, I guess, what other people will think, and like it's kind of a wall that they have put up for themselves.
I think that the order you're born in your family is more important than how old you are.
Like, wait, you should consider that more than you consider your partner's age.
I'm gonna say yes.
I honestly kind of agree.
I know, because think about it. If you are if you are 27, a little bit later 20s, 27, 28, male, dating or considering dating a 21-year-old, but the 21-year-old is either an only child or the youngest child, that is a huge difference than dating the oldest of the family 21-year-old.
Very true.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I think I would consider that more. And also, I think that goes the exact same for like guys.
Yeah.
I don't think I would ever, watch me say this, I don't think I'd ever date an only child.
That would be hard. Yes.
I don't think I could. Like, I think that would be an automatic, not an automatic, but like if they acted like an only child, I could,
Right.
like you're stereotypical,
Yes.
even if he was older than me.
I'm curious what orders tend to match up with other orders, because I'm a middle married to a youngest.
You totally are.
I really am.
With
like,
no
in the
sisters?
fullest sense of.
That's an interesting
Everything.
pairing.
Because do you think it should be oldest with the youngest?
No. Because then I think someone's mommy.
And someone's wearing the pants like fully.
Yeah. Like I think if I were
What
to
about
get,
an oldest man? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. An oldest man with a youngest daughter.
that gives me like I'll take care of you vibes.
I know!
So like maybe that's fine, but like if I were to ever get with an only child or a youngest, because I consider like myself the oldest in a lot of ways, I think I would just be playing like mommy, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Stereotypically, of course, like,
Correct.
there are the exceptions.
Right.
But that is fair. But I think, yeah, I just think if you're comfortable with the age gap, it really shouldn't matter.
And it's legal, comfortable, legal.
Comfortable, legal, and you're both on the same page, and it doesn't bother one of you.
Yeah. I think it's, yeah, just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But no, I like that.
Yeah.
A lot.
I know, that's a good question, though, because people get worked up about this.
I know. But I think that as soon as you're in college, it matters less. I think once you're out of college, it matters not at all.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I also love the people you cannot tell their age,
Ooh.
but like in the best way.
Yeah.
It's like she could either be 35 or 26.
That's how I feel with you.
Really?
Like sometimes, like you're 23.
Correct.
Crazy to me.
Why?
I would think like just your maturity level, and maybe because like you're like married and like I like when I see like the real true like 23 parts of you. Like that like is like fun to me.
Me too. I love being in my, I guess I'm still in my young 20s.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, I don't know. It is weird. Like, ages are just weird because everyone's so different at different ages. But to me, you're so much older.
I was just about to ask you because, well, it was funny the other night. We went out with her husband and his brother, and I was the youngest one there. I mean, you're 23, Jake is
25.
25, and Grant's
26, 7?
26 or 7.
26, I think.
So, like, the age difference between me and Grant was, like, significant. Ours is, like, okay, whatever. But our life stages, I think life stages plays a huge part in it, too, though.
It does. Because that's going to involve your social life, your interests, how you spend your time. Like, you're studying for finals. You were studying for finals. Like, that's not even...
You're like, finals?
Finals? Who are you?
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, it's just different. But in a way, like, Grant is still he's in dental school.
True, so we probably relate on, like...
You guys probably are more relatable than you and I are.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, I feel like I do have a lot of moments of, like, wow, she's 20, which I'm, like, totally fine with, because I love being 20. I felt that a lot when we were talking in the car. I was like, I sound like such a stupid 20-year-old right now.
No. Because, like, we're all just growing up, you
Yeah.
know? And it's our first time being the age that we are, and we still carry so much. Like, I still have so much of 20-year-old Lydia in me.
Yeah.
That I love her, and I want her to come out all the time.
Love.
I try to find her every day.
Bring
but, yeah, I don't know. Ages are just weird. Age gaps they're interesting. Family orders are very interesting. And yeah.
Yeah, who knows? We have yet to answer anything, which I love.
What have we accomplished on this?
I do have a question.
Okay.
Because I was going to talk about this on my TikTok and I just haven't made a video about it yet. But what are your thoughts on texting someone after you hang out? Let's go girlfriend. So it's more like friendship. I guess like it could be a guy, but like let's just assume you're hanging out with like a girl. Because I used to always, after hanging out with you, you could bet $100 I would be following up with it was so good to see you, text like blah blah blah.
You're such a networker.
and then I just like kept seeing these videos and it was like, stop doing that. And so then I stopped. But then I was like, but I like doing it.
Wait, why was it saying to stop?
I forget. It was sometime last year. And I was like, I guess maybe it's annoying.
Was it making it like too transactional almost?
I think it was more just like, why are you being like so like
nice?
You're like doing too much. And I was like, okay, I guess like I am. So then I stopped. But I like recently I've just like been like, oh my gosh, like I want to text this for, and I was like, that's me genuinely wanting to do it. And so I got coffee with my friend the other day, Saturday, and I didn't text her like after, because I was like, let's see if I still want to like text her. And so then I texted her today because I was like, I still want to text her, like just tell her like it was so good seeing you. Like my texts are pretty much always the same. Like it's just like if I did have a good time seeing you, like I just want to like tell you.
And has receiving one of those texts ever made you feel anything but happy?
No.
See? So it's like, I wish girls did that more, because honestly, I walk away from like a girl hangout questioning myself so much more than I would walk away from like, well, okay, I'm married, so I haven't been dating in a while, but like, I overthink girl friendships.
Yeah.
Because girls are hard to read.
Yes. But, yeah, you know she, like, I'm never going to text you that if it didn't, like, go well. Or, like,
right.
Not that it could, like, go poorly necessarily. I mean, it could. I guess, like, I don't know. But, like, I don't know. That's just, like, something that, like, I love doing because I love receiving those.
No, that's so cute. I think just, like, even if you don't see them very often, it was so great seeing you. I miss seeing you I don't know. I'm just thinking about my long distance college friends.
Yeah.
Like, time with them is so precious.
So, like, make the most out of it.
And why not tell them that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if people are, like, traveling a significant distance.
Yeah.
That's a lot of effort and energy to see someone. I like the text. Shoot the text.
All right.
You better text me when you leave here.
Lydia, I had such a good time. The floor went so well. XOXO. I have another question.
Yes, ma'am.
When do you start telling your friend that you love them?
Ooh, okay. Go ahead.
Because I know some people that it was like, we hung out one time and you're telling me that you love me.
Oh,
what?
Okay.
You don't love me.
Yeah, I always mirror what someone else does. Very rarely am I the first to say I love you in a friendship.
Who was
or
it?
in a relationship.
Did Jake say he loved you first?
He did. I was not going to. I don't know why it's like a pride thing for me. It should not be. That's unhealthy. But I wanted him to say it first.
See, I'm not going to say it unless I mean it. And not that I won't say it if I do mean it. Does that make sense?
One more time.
If I don't say it, that doesn't mean that I don't love you.
Right. Okay.
But I will never say I love you unless I mean it.
Yes. Have you ever been told I love you and not said it back?
Like guy or girl?
Either.
I have a very like vague memory about a guy. I was in Walmart. What? I know. Years ago.
Like he meant it in like a romantic way.
I think so.
Were you in like the paper towel aisle? Like what was happening?
I think it was cold. It was like a freezer aisle or something.
Wait.
It's like a vivid memory in my brain. I just cannot remember if I said it back.
That could have been your first love.
No. It was not.
So yeah, I never told a guy I love you until Jake.
That is so sweet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I love, like, pretty much everyone.
Yeah, that's hard when you're just a lover and, like...
Lover, not a fighter. I am a fighter.
Lover and a fighter. But I remember having an interaction with a friend, a female, newly friends, very fresh. She told me she loved me. And we left, like, our coffee date, and I didn't say it back because I was kind of like, wait, what'd you say? Because I think I hold a little more, I'm not, like, gonna loosely give them out.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Which maybe, are you more loose with them probably?
Yes, but, like, if I say it, I really do mean it. Like, I've been told before
you don't say
by,
it,
like, people, like, and I was just like, why are you saying this to me right now?
You, I think, are just able to, like, you feel it and you say it. For me, I probably feel it and I won't say it for months.
Okay. If I feel something, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
Which is not great.
Have we told each other we loved each other?
I don't know. I was thinking about that with you.
I don't think we have.
First of all, like, I love you.
I love you too. I'm like getting the air. But I have friends that I will not say it to. Because I love them so much, but they're just not that type. They're not I love yous.
There are some friends that I say it to, but like we are like true deep friends, but it is like pulling teeth for them to...
That's what I mean.
Like I can tell it pains their soul to say it back to me, and I just pretty much do it because I think it's funny.
I have this one friend that will like not say it. She's so stubborn about it, but it's like a joke at this point.
Yeah.
We're like, love you. And she's like, trying to give hugs. What about hugging your friends?
I love hugs. The only person I don't like to hug, and I really do, I just act like I don't, is my mom, because my mom loves to hug me. And so every time she tries to hug me, I just get stiff because she hates it.
Yeah.
And so it's just funny at that point.
It's just the mom hug.
But I do live by humans need like 11 hugs a day. Jeez. I'm very deprived.
I was going to say, where are you at today?
Negative. But no, one thing that helped me, because I am such a hugger, and like not everyone is, but I totally am. I started like addressing that I was gonna give you a hug. Not in like a weird way, not like...
I was gonna say, how so?
I'm gonna give you a hug right
I'm
now.
about to lean in.
But like, I was leaving coffee with my friend, and we like hugged when we saw each other, but like, I feel like the hugging bye is a little bit more awkward. Or like a little bit more like, are we doing it?
Yeah.
I don't know. But, so I was just like, I'm gonna give you a hug before you go.
Okay.
Just like that little sentence gives that person like, okay, they're about to hug, get ready. I smell like onions.
No, but I know what you mean. I know the kind of, like, you let them know.
Like,
I'm about to do this.
Or like, I have a really hard time like telling people I'm leaving. So I try to get better about that. Like, I'm not necessarily like an Irish goodbye, but I think more just I have a hard time.
You just like leave without saying bye to anyone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think sometimes I have a hard time.
That'd be so weird if you just did that. Yeah, so it would have to be in a group setting.
Yeah, but like,
still, that just sounds so weird. There goes Ellie.
I think
we're getting giggly today.
I know. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
What's your go-to I'm leaving? Whether it's like a move you do, like a word you say.
A move? A move going backwards. I don't have a signature move.
No, but like a change in posture. Like, do you walk, take a step, do you grab your keys?
Oh. I don't know, but what I was gonna say was I have a hard time knowing when to leave. Like
feeling the other person. Like if they want you to leave or not.
Yeah. Like the other night when we were all sitting here.
Were you ready to go like an hour before you left?
No, see that's the part. I could have stayed.
Okay, love, because I wanted you to stay.
So then I just left when Grant left because I was like, well, Grant's leaving.
Here's the thing is
and Jake looked like he was about to fall asleep.
There's always going to be one person in the group that wants to leave first.
Yeah.
And it's that urge is going to overcome them enough to make it an awkward move. And it's just, whether it's tired, they're hungry, they're bored, they're annoyed, they're mad. Like, one emotion is going to drive them to make that initial move. And it's kind of everyone else, like, cue to follow.
Yeah.
I think.
Like, I feel like I'm always the first one there and the last one to leave. Because, like, I love being around people.
But I love that, too. Like, I was having so much fun, I didn't want you guys to leave. And, like, I was energized, I was ready to go. But I have been in situations where I've wanted people to leave. Not because I was not having fun, I was just getting tired or, like...
And that's, yeah, I know. And I feel like I don't, like, know you well enough to, like, read that. Like, my one friend, like, we know, like, it's probably not gonna be past 11 o'clock because she, like, is just ready for bed and, like, ready to go to bed.
And I think that's good to vocalize, be like, I'm trying to get to bed early tonight, or I have work really early in the morning. Like, try to give verbal cues of maybe if you're wanting to wrap the night up sooner. I remember I was hanging out with all my college friends, and, like, we were having a good time. Just, like, I could have done it all night. Mm-hmm. And one of the husbands walked out and was like, my wife has work really early in the morning. Like, it kind of caught me off guard because I was like, is he kicking us out right now?
Kicked out?
I was like, you can't just stay here and sleep here? But afterwards I was like, okay, like, that was, they wanted to rest and, like, they vocalized that, and that wasn't rude.
Yeah.
You know, like, he wasn't rude about it. He was just, you know, we're trying to get to sleep. Like, if we could have our house back, that would be great.
Please.
And I was like, it was one of the first time that's ever really happened, but I didn't hate it.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna stop taking things so offensively in 20, or really try to. Because, like, that, I probably would have overthought that forever. But, like, gosh, I was being too loud, I was being so annoying. But, like, no, they just wanted to go to sleep. It's not that deep.
Yeah.
Like, things are just not, like, it's fine. Like, they literally just want to go to bed.
That's so, yeah, like, yeah, just don't get, like, people are gonna be, like, trying to offend you, and you're just like,
nothing, can't hear anything.
No, but I think, yeah, that's just a sensitive topic.
Yeah. No, that was funny. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I was having fun, I don't know. I do think, like, grabbing the keys, maybe checking the time.
Yeah.
Like, standing up. I don't know.
Going near the door.
Like,
no. But I'm in such, like, a weird time now, too, that I'm trying not to be, like, annoying to other people, especially, like, in relationships. I'm like, I have nothing. This is me. They're like
pulling up the blanket over your chest.
Like, I'll stay the night.
But I think you have to know your person. But, like,
yeah.
with me, I love being around other girlfriends.
Yeah.
So I just crave it.
Yeah.
Like, it's sometimes the people that are in relationships that are actually the loneliest.
Yeah.
And, like, sometimes we need that single friend to just, like, stay a little longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just...
Mission. All right. I got it.
I know a girl for the job. Don't worry.
I don't know why I'm laughing so much.
Sometimes you just need that single friend to leave. No, I'm just kidding.
To go. You need like a shot collar on me, like you start buzzing it when you want me to leave. Oh, all right, time to go.
We need like a code, like a word.
Oh, we could come up with a code
But we might
word.
as well just say like leave.
True. Who are we coding to?
Who are we trying to protect?
All right, it's time to go. Oh, I think this is a good place to stop.
I think so too. I think we went all over the place.
I know.
It was fun.
Yeah, perfect.
Well,
but anyway, we want more listener questions from you guys because, yeah. And a lot of my friends are like, oh, I see like you guys want them, but like I just get nervous. Don't get nervous.
you will make our day.
Please.
If you give us a listener question.
Yeah, I know. Maybe we'll try to do like a giveaway, like best listener question or like something like that.
Yeah,
that'd be
good.
Yeah.
Maybe like within the next month or so we can work on that.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. You can find us on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. That is it. But watch out on TikTok because we are hoping to really ramp it up. And I feel like we've said that every single episode, but it is the new year. So
New year, new us.
New year, same us.
Same us.
New intentions.
New intentions.
Also, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I will not be waking up at 5.
This girl.
I did the in and out trend, and one of my ins was waking up at 5:30. This morning I looked at it, I go, what were you thinking? You're not waking up at 5:30.
5:30. 5 days a week.
Okay.
I set those alarms.
I know, and I was so anti like making goals. So my intention is to wake up earlier.
Yes. And I loved the in and out trend because it's like, you know you're still gonna do the outs. Like,
right.
You know those are still gonna, but it's just trying. Like, these are the things that I'm gonna focus on more.
I'm gonna do my best.
Exactly.
That's all.
And that is all. And I think it's just, I don't know, I like the new year. I like resetting. I like having like a definite ending and a definite new beginning.
Yeah.
With the same old self. But anyways, we're trying to wrap things up here.
We love you guys so much. XOXO. I'm Eliana.
And I'm Lydia.
And we are the Pink Standard.
Mwah.
Love you guys.